Friends, welcome to the Pet Corner channel. Today, we're going to talk about why your dog might not consider you human. It may sound strange, but in fact, there are reasons why your pet does not perceive you as an ordinary person. In this video, we will look at how dogs form their relationships with their owners and what can be done to become a real member of their pack for your friend. Dogs are not just about rules and discipline. First of all, it's about an emotional connection. When we talk about raising and training a dog, it is important to remember that a dog is a living being with its own emotions, needs, and feelings. Emotional connection with a pet is a key part of a relationship that helps create deep and trusting relationships. Emotional connection with a dog begins from the first day of acquaintance. The more you pay attention to your pet, the stronger this bond becomes. But it is important to remember that communication is not based solely on interactions during games or walks. In order for the dog to perceive you not just as a person, but as his best friend and protector, you need to show patience, care, and love in every detail. A dog's trust in you depends on how you behave in different situations. Dogs are very sensitive to a person's mood and can sense their emotions. For example, if you feel stressed or annoyed, your dog will most likely notice it and may start acting restless. This can lead to the dog becoming worried or afraid, which in turn can affect its behavior. Building a trusting relationship with a dog takes time. You need to be there all the time to show your dog that you are reliable and that he can rely on you. It's not just about relationships in everyday life, but also about how you react in stressful situations. When a dog sees that its owner remains calm despite difficulties, it begins to feel confident and calm around you. Emotional connection also includes physical intimacy. Pets need affection, hugs, and interaction to strengthen their bond with you. The process of education and upbringing should not be exclusively disciplinary. Dogs should feel that they not only obey, but also love their master, feel cared for and protected. When a dog feels safe, that he is surrounded by attention and care, he begins to open up and develop a deep emotional connection with you. It's important not only to set rules, but also to show your affection and love, and to spend time together, whether it's walking, playing games, or just hanging out at home. Training and educating a dog should not be perceived as just a behavioral task. It is also a process of communication and bonding. When you praise a dog for good actions or calm him down in a moment of stress, you let him know that he can trust you. Regular positive feedback helps dogs feel more confident and safer in your presence. It is important to note that each dog is individual, and the display of trust may look different depending on its character. Some dogs need more time to trust, while others only need a few days to feel this connection. Therefore, it is important to show tolerance and understanding in the process of strengthening this bond. Dogs can also experience stress and anxiety if they don't feel confident and stable. For example, if a dog feels that its owner is indecisive or inconsistent in his actions, it may begin to show anxiety. This can lead to behavioral problems such as barking, disruptive behavior, or refusing to eat. Dogs should understand that their owner, their protection, a person who is always there and ready to help. Emotional connection is also strengthened through interaction in daily life. Walking, playing, learning, petting, all this helps to strengthen your trusting relationship. When a dog feels cared for and loved, it responds in kind. It is important to understand that a healthy emotional bond is the key to a harmonious relationship and helps dogs to better perceive the commands and instructions of their owners. When interacting with a dog, it is important to maintain a balance between discipline and emotional support. This creates a trusting relationship where the dog respects its owner as a leader and feels love and support. This is a process that requires time, patience, and care, but it bears great fruit in the form of a happy and healthy pet that loves its owner and feels safe with him. Dogs that have a strong emotional bond with their owner often become more obedient, confident, and happy pets. Thus, emotional connection and trust are the foundation for building a strong and harmonious relationship with your pet. Dogs, like humans, can experience stress and physical discomfort. Their behavior directly depends on their health, and if a dog feels pain or discomfort, it can affect its reaction to the world around it. To understand your pet, it is important to be able to recognize signs that may indicate stress or illness. When a dog is sick or feels pain, it may behave differently. For example, if a dog suffers from joint inflammation, it may become less active, avoid physical exertion, and even show aggression if it is touched in painful places. This behavior may be due to the fact that the dog does not want to experience pain and tries to avoid contact. In this case, it is important not only to pay attention to the pet's physical condition, but also to how its psycho-emotional state is changing. Psychological stress can manifest itself in the form of nervousness, constant barking, as well as behavioral changes such as excessive aggression or, conversely, complete withdrawn behavior. Psychological stress in a dog can be caused by various factors: a change in the familiar environment, moving to a new home, the presence of strangers or animals, as well as a change in lifestyle or diet. In this state, the dog may show anxiety, which will affect its behavior. Stressful situations can also cause pets to have problems with appetite, sleep disorders, or hyperactivity. It is important to remember that dogs are very sensitive to their owner's emotions. If the owner is experiencing stress or anxiety, it can be transmitted to the dog. For example, if you are nervous before an important event or in a stressful situation, your dog may sense your anxiety and start to get nervous, which will further worsen its condition. When a dog experiences stress or pain, it can change in terms of behavior. The aggression that appears in this state is not always related to the dog's character, but rather to its attempts to cope with internal discomfort. Aggression can manifest itself in cases of pain or fear when the dog is trying to defend itself. In such cases, it is important to provide the pet with space and the opportunity to relax. Another example is dogs, which can show shyness or avoidance. This can be the result of stress, as well as health problems. For example, dogs with vision or hearing problems may begin to behave insecurely, avoiding contact with people or other animals. If the dog does not want to go out for walks or actively hides in a secluded place, this may be due to the pain or inconvenience it is experiencing. In such cases, it is important to show the dog that you are there and that he can feel safe, despite his physical or emotional discomfort. The effect of health on dog behavior can also be observed in the case of chronic diseases. For example, with arthritis, heart problems, or other chronic problems, dogs often become less active and may refuse to play or take long walks. If the dog begins to refuse food or shows signs of fatigue, it is worth contacting a veterinarian to rule out health problems. Stress and pain can also lead to changes in a dog's eating habits. Some dogs may stop eating due to stress or pain. Others, on the contrary, begin to overeat, trying to cope with anxiety in this way. This is important to consider, as changes in appetite can be both a psychological and a physiological symptom. To minimize stress in a pet, it is important to create a stable and predictable environment. This will help the dog feel confident and calm. It is important to follow the daily routine, provide the pet with regular walks and proper nutrition, as well as pay attention to its emotional needs. Dogs can also feel stressed from a lack of attention from their owners. If you are busy with work or other activities and don't spend enough time with your pet, the dog may start to show concern, bark, or destroy things to get your attention. It is important to set aside time for your pet. Spend quality moments with him, such as walking, playing, and relaxing, in order to strengthen your bond and reduce stress levels. Finally, the most important point is to monitor the signs of the disease. If the dog is not behaving as usual, It is important to carry out a diagnosis to rule out diseases. Veterinary examinations should be regular, as timely detection of health problems can significantly improve your pet's quality of life and prevent more serious problems in the future. Now that we've sorted out the main reasons why your dog might not consider you human, it's important to remember that all of these points can be fixed. Attention, love, consistency in parenting, and an understanding of canine psychology will help you become a true friend and leader for your pet. Share in the comments how you have a relationship with your pet and what difficulties you have encountered. Don't forget to subscribe to the PetCorner channel so that you don't miss new useful videos for dog owners. Thanks for watching.